You've got to give thanks. You've got to give thanks. Testimony, Khaligraph, manze, album, ndio hii, tunaishika, iko mkononi. How does it feel
We've been talking about that for the longest time. I remember, like, was it 2 years ago? When
I think it was like 3 years ago, maybe. So the very first time I did an interview with you, right? So it was you and it was Christophe Mulukonga Boys. I think it was about maybe 2013, when you were just coming only to freestyle, and you only were an underground artist.
Yes.
That's when.
And now here we are.
Here we are.
Yeah, man. It's great, man. I'm just happy to be where I am right now. Hence the album. I'm out there just being grateful to God and to my fans for the support they've been giving me so far. Because it's courtesy of them that I am where I am right now. So we're just happy, man. Testimony 1990 is what everybody's talking about.
Yes, it is. Yeah. So you used to release mixtapes only, and this was your first album. Why did it take so long to release an album?
Because an album is not like a mixtape. You know, a mixtape is just, it's like a compilation of songs and you just put it out there. But an album is a project that you have to, pay attention to. Like, you just have to ensure that everything is legit. All the tracks sound the way you want them to sound. The storyline is intact to that level where people can actually relate to every track that is on the album, Like, all those things are factors that I had to consider when I was making the album, and that's why it took me all that time to make it, and now we are here.
Yeah. So you launched the album about 2 weeks ago, right?
A week ago.
A week ago.
Yeah.
A week ago. And you were with your family, and you introduced your fam on stage. Why was that so important to you?
Because this album is my life, man. I put all my life in this album. So when I'm talking about testimony, I'm talking about me, and I know there's a certain side of Khaligraph that the masses haven't been exposed to.
Yeah.
So as they know Khaligraph, but they ain't know about my family, my sisters, my bro. So I felt like it was necessary to do that, at least familiarize them with the fam. And that's what we did, man. Wajue, the gang, man. Yeah. Like, where people don't know a lot of stuff about the OG. They see me out here, assumptions are made.
Many.
People think they know, but they don't know. So we had to put the album together, put it out there for the masses to consume it so that they're able to understand who the OG is and what the OG is all about. Yeah.
And you were quiet about it, so I'm so excited that you brought the exclusive to us here on The Trend. So if you do have any question for Khaligraph, the hashtag is #HeyAmina@TheTrendLive. And we have Usha who's going to be reading our social media feedback, so do send them through. The album has a lot of big names, right? It has a lot of big names. It has some people who I have never heard of, and you were like, "Hey, so manze." So I know that there's a story for all of the 17 songs that are on here, right? And the first one, of course, the introduction being the name of the album, featuring Sagini. How did that come along? How did you decide, Sagini is the one who's going to jump on this track?
Initially, that wasn't even the intro of the album, but I think I recorded that track 2 weeks before the release of the album, because I had another intro, but then I felt like I could do it better. And at that point, I was with Sagini in the studio. So I recorded the track, wrote down the lyrics, recorded the track, and I was doing the vocals. Because if you listen to most of the tracks on the album, I'm actually singing my own hooks. So, but when I was in the studio and I was doing that, I felt like it was necessary to have Sagini on that, because there's a way he does his thing that brings soul, like life to the track, and that's why I decided to have him on that, and it became a very proper project, because it's one of the songs that people are actually feeling. So yeah, man. Okay.
So if I can be very, very honest with you, so after listening to the album, after being in the game and getting a big name such as yourself, you at some point almost came across a little arrogant. You know what I mean? Like, but on the album, you're very humble. It's almost like it's like you're being very vulnerable with your fans. Was that intentional?
Don't get it twisted. We out here with the album, but still OG. Yeah, that can never change. Yeah. Now that point is home. Now, with the album, just like I told you, man, there's a way people see me out here but I felt like there is a lot that they don't know about me.
Oh, that's
hence the album, man. Like I just wanted to give them people that information about Khaligraph that they are not exposed to. So
yeah.
Yeah, we had to do it, man.
Oh God, I do it. And you know, you also worked with, you did a single recently, so of course it's not on the album, but you did a song with Mr Eazi.
Yes, yes.
And you know, when she came out first, a lot of people were making fun of her and were like, oh, she sounds like this and da da da. But she's very confident. And you took it upon yourself and you were like, you know what, I'm actually going to work with her. And you've done that very many times with people who you don't know. When we look at even Tunji and, you know, so many other cats, you make it your business to work with, you know, up and coming artists. Why?
Because sometimes when I look at these young acts, they remind me of myself back in the days when I was starting out in this industry. And I remember ain't nobody who offered me that, you know, helping hand. But I feel like right now I'm in that position where I can do that. And if I can give these young cats or the young acts a platform to expose their talent as well, so that's what I'm going to do. And that is what I do, because I feel like for this industry to progress to the next level, then we need to do that more oftenly. So that's what I do, man.
Yeah, even with the female rapper, what's her name? Nimemsahau. Yule Mope, katoka Mombasa.
Oh, Petra.
Yeah. Petra, yes.
Yeah.
Who, you know, I think is really talented, and we talked about her for such a long time. And then you tried. Where is she now, though? Is she releasing her own
She's okay.
yeah.
She did a track. She released a track the other day, solo track. We are actually making plans of releasing more tracks together. So she's out here, she's doing her thing.
Okay, all right. So now in the album, there's a song about making babies.
Yeah.
Unahintia watu, umefika hiyo time ya maisha, unasema nini? Ama it's a song for making babies?
It's OG's OG. I'd suggest if you listen to the track, then you will be able to understand, you know, ile perspective nilikuwa na come from Nikki make that song. But basically the track is about making babies, man. It's self-explanatory. Mimi, my birthday was just the other day, and I'm always saizi missing to you know. Yes. And when you grow, you feel like, okay, it's about that time, we start making these babies out here, man. You know what I'm talking about. So imefika your time.
Okay.
Time, yeah.
All right. Lakini sasa unajua utaki tuongelee story, but sasa odem yuko najua hata akikuwa utoi mwongelelea tena. Ndio ukisema hivyo before. Is it true? You'll never talk about it.
Yeah.
But the babies will be made. Which
babies
is
shall be made.
I'm kidding. Alafu nikacheki umewak na Mr Eazi, man.
Mr Eazi, yeah. Yeah.
How did that, was it when he was here in Nairobi?
This is what happened. Now, the other day, Mr Eazi had a gig out here. He was performing. Apparently, I was also performing in the same gig. Unfortunately, because of unavoidable circumstances, we never linked up. But he witnessed my performance on stage. Now, after that, he left and went back home. You know what I did? Me as the OG, sent him a message on Instagram, DM'd him, told him, yo, Khaligraph, man, like I ain't had a chance to link up with you when you was here, but I'm a rapper, because I don't like to assume that everybody knows me, you know? And he was like, yo, man, I checked out your performance. It was impressive. And yeah, let's put in this good work. And that's what we did. I sent him the song, because I had the song ready before he came. It's only that we didn't get that chance to link up. But he was like, yo, send me the track, of which I did. 2 hours later, 3 hours later, he forwarded me the vocals, and that's
and that
it,
was that.
man. Huh?
Yeah. So he talks about Superwoman.
Superwoman, baby, what's up? Yeah. The track is, you want to know what the concept of the concept of the track?
Yeah.
Well, the track is just praising that. Did I tell you look beautiful today?
No, you didn't, but thank you very much.
You're looking very beautiful today. The head wrap, it's really going in.
Thank you very much.
Representing Africa, I see that. So that is what the track is all about. Yeah, we're praising that African woman, you know. Because it's not very often to Nambi or Chanawetu that they're beautiful. Especially when you look at a rapper like Khaligraph, I'll be out here like, yo, man, baby, do that. But in this particular track, I was chilled out. I was like, okay, cool. I done did all that, but let me just tone it down a bit and praise this woman. And that's what I did.
And it's very important, and I feel like sometimes, especially in rap music, women are objectified, right?
Yeah,
and it ends up sending the wrong message. So madem wanna come up wakifikiria, for me to get to this point, you know, for me to get the attention of this guy, this is what I need to do. You know what I mean? So it's really dope that you try to tell the lady, no, you're beautiful just the way you are.
Thank you.
I think it's very important for that message to come across. Now, in the album, you also worked with Ray C, another big name. Fena KO. So many names as well from like different countries, right? But you mentioned that you know, you linking up with Mr Eazi was because you were at his concert. What is this I'm hearing about how Rick Ross was impressed with your performance?
That's what they're saying out here?
Yes.
I don't know. I haven't heard that.
Yeah.
Because because of unavoidable circumstances, again, we didn't link up. Sometimes you want to link up with these people, but there are those people who are in between that are trying to prevent that from happening, blah, blah, blah. You know how the industry is. But if that is what is being said, then I'm happy.
Yeah. That's really good. So let's talk about you getting collabos with people from outside of, you know, the continent. So, you know, you have Riaz. Is Riaz from the UK?
Riaz from the UK, yeah.
How did that, you know, was it again a social media interaction?
No, not social media. A friend of mine introduced me to Ria, Ria's music. I loved Ria's music, and from then we started communicating. So it's from a mutual friend, or rather a friend of mine who introduced me to Ria. Yeah.
And then it just so happened
we just worked. Initially, the song was supposed to have MI as well. Yeah, MI was supposed to be featured on the track, but I think his schedule was tight, so that didn't happen.
Yeah.
And Ria ended up lacing the hook.
Yeah.
I'd want you to listen to that. It's a very deep track. Yeah, and that's how it happened, man.
And you know, it's interesting because your album's very different. Like, it's, you know, the way when people release an album, it all talks about a woman, or it all talks about love, and it all talks about making money. Yours is, it talks about money, talks about, you know, life, it talks about blessings.
I try to be as diverse as I could with the album, like with the topics that I was talking about. So, yeah, man, that's what an album is, and that's why it took so much time for me to do it. Because, you know, people are asking me, Khaligraph, how is it that you're saying that this album took you like 4 years to make when you can record a song? Or, you know, usually this is my process then. When I go to the studio, I write my music, I listen to the instrumental, I get inspiration, 25 minutes later, I'm done with the track. So
every single song?
That's just how I work. But then that was not the case with the album, because you need to be in that mindset, you know, like, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, in the zone.
Exactly, you need to be in that zone for you to come out with the masterpiece.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So 4 years.
4 years,
This took a really long time. All right, so now you work closely with Motif.
Motif. Motif produced a couple of tracks on the album. There is Arrest 66 Big Beats. He handled most part of the album. There is Magic's Anger. Yeah, Magic's Anger. Let's Make Babies. Exactly. Yeah. There is Papi Beats. There is who else?
So it's a lot. Are they all? They're all Kenyan.
There's one from the UK.
Okay.
There's a track called Instagram Girls. Was produced by M Fly. Yeah, from the UK.
Oh, here we go. Number 8 on the record. All right, so Usha's on the other side. Usha, what are people saying on social media?
Right, so a lot of people are super excited about the new album. It's actually a recurring statement in the tweets. Everybody is all about, how do I get the album? So starting with Robin, who says, okay, this is a question actually for Khaligraph. Robin asks, what is Khaligraph hiding on his head? So, I don't know, is that a swag? Umedai nywele?
Leo nimefunika, muoni hiyo kichwa. Ndio nitoke hapa mseme sijui nini. You remember the last time I was here? It didn't happen again.
Kwani kichwa yako ni nyeupe?
Kichwa, lakini wanajua, acha nionyeshe tu wase, ndio watu wasinini.
Oh, okay, sawa. Okay.
So wameona?
Tumeona.
OG.
OG.
Any other comments?
Right, and then we also have Medrick, who says, uko na maswali mingi leo, OG. He asks, are those original teams?
Oh, Bati. OG, original.
Oh.
Get it? OG.
Oh, okay. So I mean, that's
yeah.
I think that's pretty it's pretty obvious. So I hope we've answered you, Medrick. And then we also have Fibanda, who says Khaligraph is the OG. Is the only OG we know. Thanks for the good job. That is uplifting the upcoming artists, just like Super. Then we also have Imre, who says under those circumstances to come closer to inner city life, to explore it without actually being in danger. Happy belated Khaligraph Jones. Then we also have Kiare, who says Khaligraph ameweza kwanza venye anatishia wase, amesema jina OG is just awesome. Long live the OG, because you are just a great inspiration. And then we also have Tranquil, who says Khaligraph is just natural in the field of hip hop. Khaligraph is getting a lot of love. Anyway, we also have Kido, who says nangoja album yangu King Khaligraph. So he's asking, Kido is asking for their album personally. Yao hajauliza iko wapi, wamesema wanangoja, so they're expecting you to deliver on that.
Yeah.
Then we also have Michael, who says Blessings is such a hit song. Mad respect OG. Then we also have Dicky, who says I'm watching the show from Rarieda, tunaweza pata album aje hapa Kisumu. As I told you, album is in high demand. And then we also have Governor, who says when you have a reputation for making not only
Usha, thank you so much. I'm being told that I'm out of time, so thank you so much for all the love that we're getting. So where can people get the album?
The album is available on all music media digital platforms, yani iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Boomplay, Mdundo.
How much is it?
The album, physical copy, it's 1,000 bob.
And it's delivered to you, or there's a physical
delivered? We do the deliveries. At the moment, that information I'm gonna give it out as from next week.
No problem.
Then what access the album, but as of now, what was in kwa digital platforms.
Yeah, hizo. Waziget manze
tumedigitize.
I like the album though, I'm not gonna lie. It's a pretty cool album, guys. You need to listen to it. So now, to me, it sounds a bit self-explanatory, but I think the one question that people would have is why testimony? It's a testimony of your life?
Yeah.
Pretty much, right?
Yeah.
That's it. And I like it. I think anaongelesha pia wase wa Kayole.
Wase wa Kayole, not even wase wa Kayole peke yake.
Wase wa Islando.
Because na feel not Islando, yani just anybody. Mse mwenye ata relate na story. Yenye iko hapo, yani whoever, it doesn't matter where you're from. Just for everybody. The album is for everybody, man.
All right, there you go. All right, so the next time Khaligraph is here, hopefully he'll have made some babies. And babies will be made. And then also, so there's this video that we saw online. There's a young boy called Jwala.
Jwala Superboy, yeah.
Jwala Superboy. We have the video of the both of you performing. Akwapi, are you going to also because I know you have a label.
I have a label, yes.
And what did you think of him?
I think he's good. You know, age yake, he's still a young kid. He's still growing up. So kuna hiyo time ya perfect everything. But I think he's okay because he's the one. Yeye peke yake ndo aliperform kwa album launch yangu.
Oh, okay. So we have the video.
Yeah.
Do we have the video, guys? Okay, great. So roll it.
Tell the ladies that whatever they want watapata. Juni na kolabo mpaka na Yvonne Chaka Chaka. Franco pia na Billy ya Bell. I never talk about my cash cause I'm greedy yourself. Boy kichafua beat jua bass ni bomb. Manze unakane koko gauge na ndom. It's Khaligraph na naleta my style. OG nikitupa nina kam na freestyle check it. Siko na mdiz buda by the way. Zinakuja tu zini. Twende kazi.
Okay. Jia. Mini nyuki, itabaki Khaligraph, umefunguka nduki. Mini kabunduki, na kushakia kuna mkuki. Unada uko Twitter, barikela tushu blue. Aukuruki, mistari zangu 66, zako ni 14 sita kaza mchuki. Na usibonge mbaya, weni mtoto ni mchanga. Jia.
Yo, how old is he? How old is he? Khaligraph, unazuba.
Oh.
How old is he?
How old is he? 5?
You know, he's 5.
He's 5, yeah.
He's not 5. Stop.
He's 5.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
There's no way he's 5. I think he's a bit older than 5.
I never seen that, by the way.
The video.
Courtesy
of NRG, by the way, which you were playing. When was that?
That was at some gig in the
Okay.
city. Yeah, I was
Ah.
performing out there. Yeah.
Okay, all right, there you go. So thank you so much for coming through.
Thank
King
you for
Jones.
having me.
And Khaligraph Jones on social media.
Khaligraph Jones, Instagram Khaligraph_Jones, Twitter Khaligraph, Facebook Khaligraph Jones, Kila Mahali OG ni OG.
The baddest album in the game right now.